So the Timberwolves win the tip.
Come on, yeah.
Here's Cassell, and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Butler out there with Cassell. Then there's Kevin Love. Then it's Garnett. And it's Hugliata in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Brent, Steph Curry has so much love for this game. He's a true ambassador for the sport.
Well, with Steph, anything that he touches seems to turn to gold. I mean, he loves hoops no matter what it is, supports the women's games. He's involved with youth athletics in the Bay Area and back home in Charlotte. And this guy just loves to see the sport grow as much as he has.
And the first one at the line is good.
When was the last time you watched Steph Curry on an NBA floor not have a smile on his face? I mean, always playing with that infectious joy. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Cassell against Curry. Yao with the block. Here's Nowitzki. Garnett with the block. And they get it back. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Yao Ming.
Shoots the ball as well as any big. Very versatile out on the floor. Garnett draws a lot of contact here.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good from Garnett.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Now here's Brown. Curry gets the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Cassell against Curry. Cassell, no good. Here's Dallas. It's a 3-point game. And he gets it to go.
And Yao just so big, he's able to see over the top of the defense, and that allows him to find an open teammate.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Cassell the pass to Garnett. They shoot again. And Curry pulls it down.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the missed three from Stephen Curry. That one good for two.
And Cassell, just a great sense for when to pull up. A high IQ guy with a smooth shot off the dribble.
Here's Gugliotta, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Julius Erving. The Timberwolves shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he can't hit the second. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. To the paint, here's Yao. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against them and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Cassell. Got a piece of it. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Another shot. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Curry kicks to Brown. Back to Curry. 1:58 left in the first quarter. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Hits the jumper in space.
So much talk about. Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
Now the pass to Gugliotta. Here's Butler. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Love grabs the board. Curry's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Here's Garnett. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Irving. And the slam dunk by Irving.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Oh, wide open look for Love. The shot's good. Cassell making the play.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Curry shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Steph with a great job there of finding the seam and just attacking the paint, trying to get as deep as possible, and he gets a little bit physical with him, but it'll pay off in free throws.
He misses the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. He hits the second from the line. 54 seconds left to play in the first. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Marbury. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And popping up for the mid-range Marbury reminding the defense just how good he is.
The kick out to Irving. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. He gets that one.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Nowitzki's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Here's Marbury. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Marbury's got his second bucket. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Irving. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. It's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
You know, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
And so here is Dallas. So with Lillard on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. They've got Jaylen Brown. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Bird. Then there's Doncic, and it's Durant in at the 3 slot. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. And there's the pass to Brandon. It is now to Towns. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here's Dallas. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
And what amazing athleticism from Brown, putting on a show out there with slams like that.
And when it comes to Luka Doncic, he's simply, Greg, one of the best players in the entire game.
No question about it. He's a threat to record a triple-double every time he takes the floor. As versatile and dangerous a player as there is in our league.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Brown wide open. He fires. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
And the Timberwolves call timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Edwards has come in for Brown. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Garnett. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Brandon. Kicks it out to Love. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Ricky Rubio checked in for the Timberwolves. Five on the clock. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Perfectly played defensively there. He made that a very difficult look. And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And here's Rubio. Doncic with the block. Outside, Katie. Here's Bird. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Kicks it out to Love. Outside Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
And so it's Dallas with it. Doncic right side. At the elbow, it's Bird. Back to Doncic. Outside for Durant. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Durant's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Rubio, the pass to Love. Here's Gugliotta. Hits it from three-point range.
Kevin Love, great recognition as to what was happening there. Saw the floor, saw the teammate, and saw the passing opportunity.
Luka on the move, and Doncic throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Butler, no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And the Timberwolves call time. Checked in for Minnesota. Cassell comes in for Ricky Rubio. Minnesota trails by 6. Here's Cassell. Nice D from Doncic. And KD's got the ball here for Dallas. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
What's wrong, Papa?
Bird with the jam.
What you want, Papa? Spit. That's nasty, bro. Just the spitting. That's the spitting. Alright, we gotta find something else.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
52 seconds left in the first half. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Pass to Ryder. He takes it in, and it's good for 2. Now just a 4-point Dallas lead. Dallas with the ball. Here's Edwards. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on. On the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
To the middle, here's Bird. Pass to Edwards. For three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, it's been a grinding performance from him to this point. His work on the boards in that first half was terrific.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Garnett out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Cassell. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Gugliotta at the small forward position. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. What's up? It's going to be Garnett shooting. It's on Larry Bird. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. A free throw good from Kevin Garnett. Dallas leading by 3 off the inbound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And that one right there, that's the play with KD and that rip through. That move is so good that the league started to consider how they'd rewrite the rule book for guys reaching in.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Shaq is checked in for Wembanyama. Antetokounmpo comes in for Larry Bird. And it's Damian Lillard in for Luka Doncic. Here's Gugliotta. Cassell. Tries yet again. And it's good on the layup.
Oh, agile play from Cassell down low. Finding a high percentage look there.
Lillard outside. Outside Edwards. With the drive. For the 3. And it's Lillard missing.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
They retain possession. Second chance shot. Cassell gets the bucket. Cassell's got 6.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
Edwards passes to O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Minnesota trails by 3, and the Timberwolves call time.
Brent, don't you love what a team player Giannis is? A star with very little ego.
One of the things, Greg, he does so well is deflect everything or reflect everything back to him. It's about him. He'll compliment his teammates, and then he'll take on the responsibility when the team isn't playing at its highest level.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Here's Butler. A second chance effort. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Good work there as it goes. Towns has got his first 2 points. Dallas leading by 3. Lillard outside. He kicks it to O'Neal. Edwards inside. Defended by Butler. And stolen by Butler. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Serbiak. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense. Capable of getting up to block shots.
That one falls.
And a tall player with that kind of speed is a rare commodity.
Pass to Zodiac. Fires the 3. Giannis grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota trails by 5. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Here's Reiner. Here's Leitner. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. West outside. Knocks it loose. It's thrown down to Kumbo. A finish. Giannis flies the other way.
How about Giannis putting that 7'3" wingspan to good use to help come up with the steal?
1:39 left. The third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. On defense, Dallas. They lead by 7. Here's Towns.
If you want to be considered the best center in the game, show me on the defensive end. Shaq has the tools to truly be dominant on that side.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
West outside. Tipped away. Minnesota again turning it over. in the third quarter. Now Lillard hasn't made one yet.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
It's blocked by Shaq. Lillard, right side. This is to O'Neal. And it's good assisting on the play with Lillard. Shaq's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Ryder, then the pass to Leitner. Now West. West draws the double. Pocket 6. Shot to stop the run. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yeah.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
All right, just let me know I'll get back some food. About 2:30. Okay, I got you.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Brandon. True on the 14-footer. Brandon's got 5.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders are backed up, forget about it.
Okay.
Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Poked loose. It's stolen by Edwards. 3-pointer. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Dallas as they wrap up the third quarter with a 13-4 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Bird sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Durant is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Edwards in at the 2-guard. That one is off. A different look for Dallas. Yao checked in for Shaq. Nowitzki comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Damian Lillard. Good on the second free throw. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. And Curry with the stuff.
All those things that Steph does before the game, and you think there's no way he's pulling those off in the game. Guess what? He's pulling them off in the game.
Cassell against Curry. Here's Cassell. There's the pass to Guglielmo. Shot clock at 6. 17-foot shot on the way. And Garnett misses. Dallas leading by 11. Here's Durant. Here's Nowitzki. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Such a presence inside with the ball in his hands. Good decision by Dirk to put it right back up.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Cassell gets the bucket. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Here's Yao. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Yao's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Gugliotta. Guarded by KD. Lob pass to Garnett. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. On its way from Curry for two. Misses off the left iron.
What? You ain't to pull up here now. See, you doing too much.
Gugliotta passes to Cassell. Buries the long-range jumper.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Curry with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Nowitzki, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's Kevin Garnett with the finish.
Great at finding open teammates. You want Cassell feeding the shooters.
Dallas leading by 8. Now here's Curry. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Garnett. That one misses. Great D that time from Durant. Up top, Curry. He's covered by Cassell. Here's Nowitzki. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Edwards with the block. They get it back. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. To the inside. Yao. And Yao slams it in.
Now check out Yao doing big man things. I mean, this guy's size makes those openings easy picking.
Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 12. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Gugliotta. Nowitzki with the steal. And on the way from Irving for 3. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Minnesota trails by 12. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Love. Fades away. And it's rebounded by Dr. J, Julius Irving. High post, Nowitzki. The shot misses.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot. Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
Cassell, no good.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Curry kicks to Irving. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They get it back. Nowitzki outside. Over Love. That one off the back iron and out. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.
Bruh. What you got going on?
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. They've got Curry. Nowitzki is out there with Irving. Then there's Yao. And it's Brown in at the 2 spot. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Jerome Kersey, Damian Lillard out there with Drexler. Then it's Lucas.
My
and
boy.
it's Walton in at the center position.
Read that book.
And the Trailblazers start out
That
with
would
the
get
ball.
fucked up.
Lillard against Curry. Pass to Lucas. Back to Lillard. Takes a three. Drills the three-pointer.
And it's the moment Lillard passes half court, you have to pick him up because Dame's range is endless.
Curry on the wing. He feeds it to Nowitzki.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Now they're shooting their first free throws of the game.
I hit the button, bro.
He's off on the first.
Well, Dirk Nowitzki revolutionized the stretch four, right? I mean, this is the unique big and influential player on multiple generations.
And here are the Trailblazers. Ball's not loose. Curry with the steal. Launches the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, that basket began with Steph Curry's defense. He's thinking one step ahead, creates the steal, and triggers the break.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Lillard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Portland.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Kersey. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
My boy.
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Don't put it
First
in your
quarter
mouth.
to play with about a minute and a half
I know
gone.
you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna do it.
Now Lillard. He's got 6. A wide open look for Drexler. Again, the Trailblazers score.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Curry is inside. Defended by Lucas. Now the pass to Nowitzki. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got the fast break chance. Shoots over Curry. Here's Lucas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Yao Ming.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Good on both. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Dallas. Trailing by 4. Down low. And finished off by Yao.
Well, at this point, if you get the ball into Steph Curry's hands, good things will happen. He's toying with the defense out of the pick and roll.
Curry against Lillard. And the rejection by Curry. Here we go, one-on-one. Outside Irving. Inside, Yao. And finished off by Yao.
Check out Yao doing big man
Didn't I say?
things. I mean, this guy's size makes those.
Didn't I say don't you love it? Don't you do that. Don't you do that. Look what you did. Look. You did that. No. Huh. There you go.
Looking at the career of Jaylen Brown so far, his rise to stardom has been impressive.
It's impressive, Kevin, because of the work put in. He needed to become a more complete offensive player. By number 1, improving his handle, and number 2, becoming more efficient with his shooting. He's done both. He's always been a force in transition. Jaylen has been special.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
A different look for Dallas. Kevin Durant comes in for Irving. And it's Edwards in for Jaylen Brown. Petrie, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the
Oh,
ability
okay,
to anchor your defense.
Can't throw it away and then you can't reach it.
Here's Petrie. Edwards defending. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter.
Wow, the defense from Kevin Durant sends that shot back.
There's 1:38 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Porter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt for the game here.
And an excellent two-way threat. Porter doesn't generate a ton of excitement, but he produces across the board.
Curry looking it over to the inside and finished off by Yao. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Porter. The pass to Petrie. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
McCollum's checked in for Portland. Here's Rick. Stolen by Durant. Here's Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Well, Curry, despite his sprain, is able to do a ton of damage inside the paint. He can draw fouls with great regularity.
That's good from Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Porter against Curry. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. They get it again. After Wicks. 6 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of me. Superb at putting himself in a good position.
Come on, dude. Let's see, close it there, please. God damn, boy.
To block the shot.
Here's McCollum. And he uses the glass on the layup.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Curry kicks to KD. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
The defense wants to collapse on Stephen Curry. It gives him a great opportunity to make a pass and have his teammate get a good look.
In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Dallas leads by just 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Dallas.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
So with Bird sitting on the bench, this is... Phil Jackson's lineup. They've got Yao. Edwards is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Durant. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4 spot.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Outside, Katie. And stolen by Lucas. Here's Willard. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. That's now 8 points for Damian Lillard. And we're about a minute into the second quarter play. Edwards passes to Nowitzki. Here's Curry with the three. And Walton sends it down.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
Now, here's Brooklyn. Following the shot by Kevin Durant. Puts it up from 12. And it's Durant with the rebound. Dallas leading by 3. Outside Curry. Nowitzki outside. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. This is it to Kersey. There's the lob to the hoop. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Walton against Edwards. Victor Wembanyama checked in for Yao.
I'm waiting on him right now. When he get back, I'm about to be leaving to go get it in a minute. He told me to get to his high right now. So I'm about to go in a minute to go grab it.
Here is Lillard. 8 points for him. Pass to Walton. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Curry passes to Wembanyama. Count it. And Dallas leads by 1. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Man, you look at the hype surrounding Wembanyama. Greg, it's unreal.
One of the best prospect profiles, really, since LeBron. Almost unfair to try and live up to the expectations. But he's got the tools to be one of the best to ever play.
Now, here's Lillard. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Curry against Lillard. Over in the corner, Edwards. 3-pointers off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Petrie. Edwards defending. Shots good from Petrie. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Out to Edwards. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Edwards got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Nowitzki's shot is no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And that's on a bounce. Dallas will retain possession. Kevin Duckworth is checked in for the Trailblazers. Bird, he's checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Curry. Edwards kicks to Doncic. Durant wide open. He fires. Buries it from 3-point range. Durant's got 7 points.
A nice rhythm jump shot for Kevin Durant. How many of those do you think he's taken in his lifetime?
And it's Lillard missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Doncic passes to Bird. Durant just inside the line. Lucas with the rebound. Lucas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Kersey with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
He said, I'm doing the ball.
And here are the Trailblazers now. It's a three-point game. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And he hits the bucket.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Porter. The shot, no good. Nice D from Doncic. And Bird, here we go. Oh, and the jam by Bird.
You know, Bird never had that elite burst out of his stance, but what he does have is incredible instincts. Just reads the defense and anticipates the drive.
And so it's Dallas, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Dallas leading by 7. They've got Lucas. Damian Lillard out there with Drexler. Then it's Walton. And it's Kersey with the 3, the small forward. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Kersey with the ball. Bird covered. Kersey, good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. They try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Lucas against Doncic. Back to Bird. No one near him. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Bird's got 6.
Boy, the extraordinary playmaking instincts of Luka Doncic on display right there.
The pass to Walt. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Pass to Kersey. 6 on the shot clock. Drexler, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Over in the corner, Brown. Out to Doncic. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Trailblazers on offense. Knocked away. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Passes it to Kersey. Tanked in off the glass. Kersey's got 4 points in the quarter.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Pass to Brown. Over Drexler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, you have got to appreciate how far Jaylen Brown goes. Amazing how he gets defenders to foul him when he's going up with his shot.
Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Jerome Kersey. He's perfect from the line this time. Portland trails by 7. A 3 from Drexler. No good on the shot. Here's Dallas. Brown finds Bird. Rejected by Randolph.
Well, Zach Randolph sends it back twice on the pipe, and everybody feeling good.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. The free throw drops for Lucas. Both free throws good from Lucas. Dallas leading by 5. Now here's Doncic. O'Neal. Nice D from Sabonis.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
And Shaq with the slam.
this is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
Here's Petrie, guarded by Doncic. Trying to get open is Drexler. Petrie no good. Petrie's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Here's Doncic. Portland grabs the miss. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's tipped. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And Bird gets it to go on the assist from Miles. Bird's got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Randolph. He has yet to score. Fast break Dallas. Doncic from deep three-point land. The quick look, no good that time. Feeds to Lucas. It's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Brown wide open. He fires. And that one hits back island.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And then Brown with the dunk.
Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
52 seconds left to play in the third. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. Plays it up and banks it in. And now an 11-point Dallas lead.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Petrie to end the run. And it's Miles with the rebound. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. A kick out to O'Neal. Back to Doncic. Bird right side. Here's Petrie, defended by Bird. Basket counts. Petrie's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's Doncic. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Here's Porter. So with Curry sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Jaylen Brown out there with Doncic. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Bird. And it's Miles in at the 3. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And here's the break. Comes up. And then Miles with the dunk.
Boy, what a pass by Jaylen Brown. Probably one of his most improved areas.
And so here's Portland. They trail by 11. On the wing, Porter. That fall. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Brown. Tries again. Rebound, Bill Wall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Nowitzki's checked in for Dallas.
Wow, we call that the ball being on a string. Steph Curry, absolutely amazing control pulling off a maneuver like that.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. He asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. O'Neal finds Curry. Trying to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Miles against Chris. And Walton close attack. That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stop.
And let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the chain by Dirk Nowitzki.
Nowitzki not known for his athleticism, but nice flush there.
And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Trailblazers. 9-point game. Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound, and it's all follow.
What terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Great, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Offensive rebound. Miles kisses to Brown. It's deflected. Percy passes to Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll call the shooting foul. That's on Jaylen Brown. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Dallas.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this run. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Brown the pass to Wembanyama. 4 on the shot clock. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Timeout, timeout.
And Dallas leads by 7. Called here, the Blazers decide to talk it over.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And he played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points.
Oh my
He's
God.
really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's in tonight.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lucas is checked in. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, give credit to Lillard there. Outstanding work of recognizing the defense overcommitted.
Run inside. He's against Frankfurt. Curry for 3.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give up.
And the basket by Walton.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
1:24 left here in the 4th quarter. Curry kicks to Miles. And here's Brown outside. This one for 3. Lucas with the rebound. Lucas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the left wing. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Edwards, he's checked in for Dallas. 1:03 left in the game. And the whistle blows in the backcourt violation. He went over and back. .102 left in the 4th quarter. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. Curry against Lillard. And shot on the way. Nowitzki, the pass to Wembanyama.
That's his first now.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Drexler. Here's Lillard. Walton, the pass to Drexler. And the basket by Walton.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Porter passes to Kersey. Launches a 3. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, that was a really good look there. Porter's court vision sometimes, I think, is underrated.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Curry outside. No good. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They seem to...
Oh, shit. Yeah, me and you finna go.